Hey guys, today I'm going to do a review of my iPhone 6 slash comparison to my old iPhone 5. Now, if you've seen my old video, I got a Galaxy S6 for a couple weeks, but it wasn't really clicking with me all too good. Just certain little things I didn't like about it. Like with the it was a great phone. Really good if you like Galaxies or Androids. So if you're an Android person, I'd say go for the S6. But since I had iPhone, there's certain things I liked about this. Like certain apps on the iPhone seemed more up to date than they were on the Android. Like my Nike running app, my cartwheel app, they just seemed more to run better on iPhone than on the Galaxy. But the one thing I did like about the Galaxy was S Health. Now that was pretty cool. Um, I'm gonna miss that, but I didn't use it all that much anyway, so it's one of those things. Um, I was going to try to keep the iPhone 5 as long as I could. I had this thing for like 2.5 years until like earlier, a couple, 2, 3 weeks ago. So, except the battery life on this was starting to go bad, and I already replaced the battery once, so it was an aftermarket battery in this thing, and that was so inconsistent. Now, the main thing I like about this is like the thumbprint scanner is actually really cool, and for some reason it works a little bit better than the Galaxies, just a little bit. The Galaxy S6's fingerprint scanner is still really good, except I have a more success rate on this. As you can tell, I same interface as previous iPhones, nothing new. This is all my backup from my old iPhone, so everything. That's one thing I liked is I just transferred everything or backed up everything on my computer with this, and then put it on this. Another thing I liked is iMessage. Like I have a lot of friends with iPhones, and I send them videos all the time through iMessage. And iMessage uses a data connection instead of a standard text message. So if you send a video through iMessage, it retains that quality. So the person you're sending it to retains that image quality, so it's not going to be compressed down for a text message. Like that's one thing that turned me off about the Galaxy is that the video files I would be sending were like really compressed down. It was like Sega CD quality, like from the early to mid '90s. That kind of video quality. I'm like, oh, it sucks. It's like the Galaxy took really good pictures, but it's really good videos, but if I can't share it good, then what's the point? Um, Another thing I liked about this is, say on my Messages app, I'll close this out real quick, save battery life. I liked how you can customize the Message app on the Galaxy, but say if I'm texting someone on my iPhone and I get a text message and I don't notice a little banner pop down, there's that back button that says Messages, and I have like a little 1 or 2 or 3 next to it, telling me how many messages I missed. But the Galaxy didn't do that. The Galaxy had the banner come down and go up, but if you miss that banner by any chance, there's no other indicator besides, I guess, the LED light. There's certain things I liked about both the Android and the iPhone. The thing I liked about the Galaxy S6 is you can turn the phone off and you can charge it while it's off. It's not going to boot it up, but at the same time, say if you keep your S6 for a long time and the power button breaks, there's no other way of turning it on. As with the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 5, say if your power button breaks, but if you really don't want to get a new one, get a new phone, and if it's out of warranty, if it's like 3 or 4 years old or whatever, if you're one of those kinds of people, you can just say if the phone's off, you could just plug it into a charger, and the charger would actually turn on the phone. So that's like a backup power on. So that's good and bad. Depends how you look at it. The battery life on both the iPhone 6 and the Galaxy S6 were great. I mean, this thing lasted me yesterday for a good 15 hours at least on standby with a few light uses, like a few text messages, Facebook a couple times. Well, I've been at work all day, and I also use Nike Plus running, and I watched YouTube videos at the same time. So it lasted me from about say 8 a.m. till about 10:30 p.m. and went down to say 45% in that time. So battery life on is great on this. Um, the camera is okay. I mean, I'm not much of a selfie guy, so selfies aren't going to be too big of a deal. Um, let's see what else I'm going to say. Shoot. Say hello, brain fart. Well, now I'm going to do a little quick comparison between the two. Besides the size, I remember when this came out, it was like a monster compared to the 4, and now it feels like a small phone. I mean, this is so great to hold. I love the hardened edges and the square design. It just feels so solid, you know. Except the black, and I got the old slate black, and as you can tell, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but that's from the charger. Because I had a life proof on this, so half the time it would kind of miss it. Now this is a little bit rounder and smoother, and it's still really sturdy. And instead of your circular buttons, you have your pill-shaped buttons. And pretty much the only main cosmetic difference, besides, well, everything, is like the glass kind of bends, curves around the front a little bit to give it that seamless design. The power buttons move to the side, right there. And of course on the bottom is still pretty much the same as the previous iPhones, where you get the headphone jack, the microphone, the lightning port adapter, and the speakers. And this is, like I said, this is still the same, where you have the volume rockers and the mute switch, which is nice. I like that. So easy. Oh, and another thing I liked about the iPhone as opposed to the Galaxy. I didn't like it how, see, I got so used to saying putting my passcode and then it just automatically unlocking, just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it'll unlock. With the Galaxy, I had to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then okay. But sometimes when I go jogging, I'd like to unlock it quickly, you know. But another thing I was going to show is when you want to take a picture, and if it's locked like this on the iPhone, you can still access your phone app, or camera app, I should say, while it's locked. I'll take a picture, show you what I mean. But you won't be able to, you'll be able to access any pictures you took while the phone's locked, but if it's locked, it won't let you access any photos when it's locked. But with the Galaxy, you can do the same thing with the Galaxy, swipe up. You can do the same thing with the Galaxy on the lock screen, but if you swipe up, you're still going to have to unlock the phone anyways, which is a pain in the ass, because what if it's locked and you needed something quick? You know, so that's one advantage the iPhone has. But it depends on your personality, personal preference. Now, I guess you could say I'm an iPhone guy, but I like both. It's just this kind of benefits me a little bit better. I don't care too much about the widgets, you know, because I can easily do this. Say, if I go to Target, you know, I can just go like that for my cartwheel, and that's a whole heck of a lot easier than unlocking my phone, you know, and just to access the same widget on Android, you know. I guess there's not a whole lot to say because it's pretty much the same as the previous iPhones for operating system anyways. Maybe a few little tweaks here and there with the new iOS 8.3, but if you already have, like, say, an iPhone 5 or 5S with the newest operating system, it's going to run almost the same, a little bit better on this because it's newer, but Other than that, it's just like cosmetic changes, like bigger screen, different design, couple new little features. Like this has a motion chip in it for like a pedometer, but this does not. The regular iPhone 5 does not have that motion chip, so you can't do those pedometers apps on this. Um, but functionality wise, they're pretty much the same, except for, like I said, Touch ID, a couple little things like Apple Pay. But all right, well, that's my quick little review slash comparison. I'm kind of glad I'm went back to the iPhone. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, but alrighty. Well, thanks for reviewing or watching my review, and don't forget to comment, rate, and thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want me to review anything else, just give me a heads up,